Republicans have secured control of the U.S. House. ABC News projects a GOP majority following Republican wins in Arizona and California. That means when President-elect Donald Trump returns to the White House, he'll have a Republican majority in the House and Senate.
But what kind of impact can we expect here in Minnesota? Ben Henry takes a look at the campaign promises targeting our state.
As President-elect Donald Trump returns to the Oval Office, he'll start with the congressional trifecta, with Republican control of the U.S. House and Senate.
It means they can do just about anything they want at this point.
Hamline University political science professor David Schultz.
Also means that Donald Trump, especially with Republican control of the Senate, can literally confirm any nominees he wants to critical agencies, including the Environmental Protection Agency and a whole bunch of other regulatory bodies.
I think it's incredibly important now more than ever. We need to find ways to build bridges.
On Sundays, at issue with Tom Hauser, Minnesota's new 3rd District representative, Democrat Kelly Morrison, on the possibility of a Republican-controlled Washington.
I know it's possible, even when you have really passionate differences, to find common ground and to get things done and to solve problems.
One contentious issue set to be a focus for Minnesota: mining on the Iron Range.
I pledge to Minnesota miners that when I'm reelected, I will reverse the Biden-Harris attack on your way of life.
During a rally in St. Cloud, then candidate Trump referencing a 20-year ban on mining in and near the Boundary Waters President Joe Biden enacted.
We will end that ban in about, what do you think, about 10 minutes?
The incoming president has support from Republican Pete Stauber, who represents the Iron Range.
What we need to do is we have to have the political will to expand iron ore mining.
Save the Boundary Waters, writing to their supporters this week. We have fought through one Trump presidency, and we will do it again. And hosting an online forum about what's ahead.
What we are paying attention to is what we believe to be the most pertinent threat, most relevant threat to both the Boundary Waters and its surrounding ecosystem, and that is sulfide ore copper mining.
Political science professor David Schultz, who was in the piece, mentioned the Senate filibuster will likely be a tool Democrats use to delay or prevent debate on certain issues. Also, depending on what the Trump administration does with mining, he expects legal challenges to be there as well, Kevin.
Okay, that's Ben Henry reporting.